Let's have a conversation today. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming by for this video. It's gonna be a different video for you guys today. I actually was shooting and editing a video about the producer letter number 3 yesterday, and while it was being edited was when the laundry day was supposed to launch, and I just think that I needed to make a different type of video for you guys before that goes onto my channel. So let's have a conversation today about Dungeon Hunter Champions. As you guys know, launch day didn't go live when it was supposed to yesterday. There was just a lot being said on the community pages, on the Discord, and I really just wanted to have an open discussion with you guys. And I guess it's kind of a one-sided discussion right now, but I'm hoping that this can kind of shed some light on my perspective. You know, I was reading a lot of the Discord general messages, and a lot of people were saying, hey, you know, I really would like to see one of the sponsored content creators make a video on their thoughts on the game and where it's at right now and the ongoing issues. And while I'm not a sponsored content creator, I'm not sponsored at all by Gameloft, I still felt this is still necessary for someone to make. I think someone needs to put this out there, and I wanted to just talk to you guys on what my thoughts and opinions are, and just some of the perspective that I guess I have right now. And I guess I just want to set the stage for where this is coming from for me. First and foremost, I think a lot of people may think I'm sponsored, but I'm not. I've never been paid by Gameloft to create content. I've had a lot of opportunities from them, which is awesome. You know, if they flew me out to Montreal, we got to do the voiceover for Magical Girl. What an experience, like that was amazing. And you know, outside of that, on my stream, I was sponsored to do some gem giveaways. But other than that, like I don't get paid to make this content. I really make content surrounding Dungeon Hunter Champions because I do truly enjoy playing this game. I love this game. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's been an amazing game to connect with so many people that I wouldn't have met otherwise. And I do really love it, and I really see a lot of potential in the game, which is why I've continued to create content despite all of the ongoing issues, and why I've stayed positive through all of it, and why I guess people have this perception that I'm a shill for this game, and you know, whatever. I see all your guys' comments, it's fine. But I do push content and try to stay positive and give, you know, an excited perspective on things because I love the game. And having been to Gameloft and met, you know, the Dungeon Hunter Champions team and really saw the environment, like I can't really put that into words, what it's like to meet the people behind the scenes, because they are real people and they care about this game. So I guess with where the game is at right now, we're gonna get into some stuff. You know, my heart, like it's hard for me to make this video because my heart hurts for them and for the community, because there's just so many ongoing issues. And I know that the people that are working on Dungeon Hunter Champions at Gameloft are such passionate people about their job and the game, and I love them so much. And I've, you know, got relationships with some of those people, and I think, you know, it's hard to constantly be the white knight that's trying to, you know, put that positive spin on everything when there's so much stuff going on that's frustrating for people. So I guess the real reason I wanted to create this video is because I wanted to empathize with the community. I want the community to understand that I get where you guys are coming from. It might not seem like I do sometimes, and I might give you guys a lot of pushback and try to get you to have a different perspective on things, and it's coming from a place of love for the game for me. But I do empathize, and I think there's a lot of frustration going on right now, and I guess that's what I wanted to get across in this video, is that I understand where you guys are coming from, and why I guess try my best to try and get people to think of it in a different way and see it from different perspective, is because I think sometimes our emotions make us so impatient and so not understanding with the different situations that have been going on. It makes people, you know, quit the game and leave the game, you know, oh, they can't fix this, so I'm done. And we don't take the time to really like sit back and think and like look at it from everyone's perspective. And you know, I think it would be unfair to be like, oh, you know, they're just trying to do everything in the game to make as much money as possible. And, you know, I don't think it's wrong for a business to want to make money. This is a business for them. They have people to pay, right? But having met the team that is developing the game, there's so much more to it than that for them. And they're doing a lot to try and, I guess, please the community, but also keep that element of it's a business. And it's unfortunate that it's just not delivering properly. It's hard to really... So yeah, I guess what I wanted to just say too is that I get where you guys are coming from, but I also empathize with the dev team, everyone that's behind the making of this game, because I think the challenge that comes with being passionate about what you do is you want to please the community, but you're kind of strapped to the limitations of what the company will allow you to do. And I mean, I don't really know all the back end parts of this, but you know, when you have a community that's constantly feeding you information of the things that they want to see happen in the game, that these elements that they want added, and then that content gets created and pushed out so quickly to help please us and make us happy and want to play the game, but then it's done sloppily and it's not executed properly. And I think that's where it gets even more frustrating, because the community gets a bit of what they want, and then they get all this lashback because it's not executed properly. And so it just creates this, I guess, snowball effect, right? Where we just get into this situation where it's like, oh my gosh, there's so many issues, it's so backed up. How do we, you know, move forward and really push ahead? And I think that was the point of the producer letter 3 that was launched. And unfortunately that got released, and then another error happened. And you know, it's just unfortunate timing, because I really got this really great excitement and I guess optimism from the producer letter. It was like, okay, I mean, anytime I see a producer letter launch now, I'm thinking, okay, what new content are they gonna launch now? I mean, can we fix the old content first? That kind of stuff. I do really feel that way. And this time it was like, man, they're actually gonna take the time to like just chill on releasing a whole bunch of stuff. They're gonna focus on working through the bugs and the issues that are ongoing, that are backed up. Cool, I was excited. Let's take a look at it from the community's concern. So what are the community's concern? Well, the community that's left playing DHC, because a lot of people don't play the game anymore. A lot of people have left. And for me, having so many friends that I've made through this community, see them quit or, you know, put it on the back burner or whatever, you know, for me it's upsetting for sure. But I still see a lot of people starting the game fresh. You know, I'm excited that there's still people that are playing the game and that are excited about the new content, because for me, like, I really do love where the game is going and where it's headed. I think there's just a lot of work to be done. And so I think from the community's concern standpoint, from what I gather and what I guess I understand the most about, is that it just seems like constant disappointment when new stuff is launched. You know, we get excited and then something gets launched and then there's all these bugs. You know, we're 4 months into the game now. It's still super early for a game, but some of the main issues that have come out still haven't been addressed. I have some people that I talk to that are like, you know, I still haven't heard back from customer care about this issue or that issue, you know, issues from, you know, previous rollbacks that weren't supposed to happen, whatever it might be. And then I also hear from other people, oh, I got this issue addressed really quickly and I'm really happy with my experience. So, you know, for me, I have to remember to take all that feedback with a grain of salt, but we also have to remember that the game is 4 months old. So it's not like brand new and just launched. It's also not had a lot of time to grow. So I think the amount of content that's been pushed out in such a short period of time is bound to have issues. It's bound to have issues. There's just too much being pushed out way too quickly that I think it's hard. Oh, how do I put this into words? So I know I'm stumbling on my words a lot, but I guess what I'm just trying to say is it seems like they're trying to keep up with what we want as a community for content, but it's not being executed properly. And I guess together it just seems to be snowballing, and it's been discouraging for a lot of people who play. So let me try and I guess give some of my perspective on why I think these problems are ongoing and keep happening. So one of the things that's try to remember about this game with where we're at now is when it was launched, it exploded way faster and way bigger than Gameloft really, I think, realized it was going to. And I remember when I was hanging out with Sean and he was like, yeah, it was just crazy, like this game just exploded, like we weren't expecting it. And I don't know, I'm just these are full assumptions on my end. But I really don't feel like they were ready for the kind of attention and excitement. I mean, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready to take my variety gaming channel and completely focus it on a new game that just launched. You know, I stopped streaming everything else but Dungeon Hunter Champions because I was having such a good time. The community was growing and exploding. And I just really don't think they didn't have enough resources to keep up with that when things started to go wrong. Maybe they didn't have the resources to put into customer care and tech support team to combat those ongoing issues that were happening. I think could potentially be happening because of that. Now that snowballing effect is happening with all the ongoing issues that are basically backed up. You know, you've got all these different departments that take care of different things in the company, right? So you've got your customer care, your tech support, you've got people that are developing new champions, new content, people that are managing the community, you know? There's so many different working parts to this. But with a game like this that just kind of explodes overnight, I think it's important for a company to sit back and say, okay, it's exploding. Do we have the proper resources to take care of the different areas that are having issues? And if not, then that needs to be addressed as soon as possible, because when you get this frustrated community with all this energy that's trying to work its way through the system, a lot of, you know, negative connotation comes around that, and it's really, really hard to restructure and come back from that when it's so new. The good news is there's so much moving forward that can be done to improve that, you know. And one of the things that I will also say, if you have submitted, you know, tickets to customer care, if you've been waiting for 2, 3, 4 weeks, that's a pretty normal wait time. And I know that's probably not the answer people want to hear, but I just want to give you guys perspective. Anytime I've had to submit an issue or a ticket to other companies like Come2Us for Summoner's War, it takes weeks to hear back. It takes them time to get to it when there's so many different players and so many different ongoing issues. So I just want you guys to know that that is normal. I mean, they're not gonna get back to you the next day or the next week sometimes. That's just the nature of the fast-paced world we live in. We want things fixed right away. It's not always possible when, you know, you're working 5 days a week. And what I will say is the overtime that's been put in by the people on that dev team is insane. And that can only go on for so long. You know, the dev team, this is my other point, they can only keep pushing into overtime as much as possible until they get to a point where they get burnt out. And I don't know. I'm just going from what I've seen since the game launched. There wasn't a time of day when it was first launched that you wouldn't see a dev in the Discord chat addressing questions, concerns, just talking to the community. That doesn't happen necessarily now, you know? On a Sunday night, you're not gonna see Gameloft Sean sitting in the Discord talking to people. It can only happen for so long before, like, man, I've got my regular work hours. You go from having your regular, you know, call it 9 to 5 plus a bit of overtime every week to all of a sudden working 7 days a week. That can only go on for so long. What I will say is, you know, with the laundry day event specifically, they got it up and running on a Saturday. I mean, their response time was pretty quick. I wasn't expecting to hear back till Monday from that because they close on the weekends. But you know, when there's something as big as that ongoing, it's important that they respond in a timely fashion. And I think that that was the right move on their end, especially with the producer letter that got released the day before. Ugh. And I know I'm kind of blabbering and I'm running in circles, but I felt like it was appropriate for us to have some type of conversation around this. I guess, how do we rectify this stuff moving forward is the next thing. You know, how does this get better moving forward so that we can continue to play the game and have it grow and grow together with it? I guess for myself, I'm just a really patient person. Throughout this whole process in the last, you know, 4 months of it being launched, anytime an issue came up, I was kind of like, okay, I'm fine with just waiting till it's fixed. I don't know, I guess I just have a strange trait in me that's super patient because I see potential and I want to grow with the game. But I think as a whole, and maybe you guys can give me some feedback on this, but I think one of the things I would say to the people that are developing DHC, we're okay with less content being released and having the content that's already released functioning properly. Totally okay with that. I think it's admirable for a company to say, you know what, we've kind of been letting you you guys down, and they have said that numerous times over the last few weeks. We're letting you guys down. We know we're not living up to the expectations, and to sit back and say, you know what, we need to take a look at things, reassess, make a plan, and move forward with it. And I think that's the purpose of the new bug board that's launched, you know, the communication between the community and the dev team. And so I think it's heading in the right direction. I think as a community, if we can just be a little bit patient with Gameloft and the dev team and everyone that's involved in making this game a success, I see long-term potential in the game. And that's why I make these videos and why I create content and why I stream this game on Twitch and why I like talking with all of you guys. You know, some of the friends that I've made over the last 4 months are people that I'll never forget and won't ever not be a part of my life. I think that's a really unique thing to have. I hope that we continue to move forward together. That's my goal, is to try and help you guys have perspective, I guess. And I don't know, maybe I'm not helping with that right now. Maybe you still don't like me after watching this video, still think that I just make this because I'm trying to push a game on people. But regardless of what you think, I hope that some of the people that do catch this video send us some comments in the comment section down below. Maybe can help me see where you guys are coming from, because I do empathize with you guys. I'm part of that community. I play the game, you know? I don't have a special account because I went and did a voice for a champion in the game. There's nothing unique or special about me. I'm a player of this game, and I just happen to love it enough to make content around it. And I hope that comes across to you guys. I know some of you that watch me on YouTube don't know me outside of that, and maybe don't come by my streams on Twitch and don't catch me live. You'll know if you do how much I do enjoy playing this game and how much I enjoy connecting with the community around it. So hopefully this video is, I don't even know how long this is going to be. I don't know how long I've been shooting this video for. No. Anyways, guys, that's all I've got for you guys today. I know this is a different video and it's way longer than it needs to be, and my next video that'll go up will be the video that I shot regarding the producer letter number 3, so that'll be up today as well. And I guess I want to end this video just to say to the people of the community surrounding DHC and everyone that's played, that has watching this video, that's maybe quit the game, and people that are still playing, I appreciate you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this game enough to, you know, maybe reconsider if you have stopped playing or you've decided to quit the game altogether, to give it another try, I guess. And to those at Gameloft who are on the dev team and that are part of making this game, I love you guys and I appreciate everything you do for us. And, you know, as a small content creator, I appreciate anything and everything you guys have done for not only me, but other content creators. And I know that you guys want to help us grow. And I think that's one of the most commendable things about, you know, you guys, is you're willing to work with the people that don't have a lot going for them yet, but you see the potential in people just as we should see potential in you guys. So thank you guys for creating this game and trying to take a step back and take a look at where it's at to make sure that moving forward there's quality of life in the game. So that's all I have for you guys. Be sure to leave a comment down below. I'm really interested to see what kind of comments I'm gonna get from this video, because it's definitely not something I would typically release to you guys, but it's just a conversation. So let's open up those lines of communication down below and let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the game and what you want to see happen moving forward. You know, are you guys cool with less content being released and having what already is an issue in the game addressed and fixed? You know, is that something that you feel, if that was the step back from Gameloft to say, okay, we're gonna release a little less content, we're gonna focus on fixing the content we already have, you know, is that for you guys enough? What do you guys think is enough to get this game going again and get us excited and, you know, I guess put our frustrations and disappointment at bay? Anyways, until next time, guys, have a wonderful day and thank you for coming by and checking out this video. Make sure that you guys are spreading love and not hate, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.